Be Learning are forging a new way when it comes to going beyond what you know and creating new ways of learning that really drives results and business performance. And how we do that is constantly evolving, as indeed the way we learn evolves. Not just the fact that we work with such amazing, creative and talented people, but you know, we have a lot of fun. It's at the heart of everything we do. And you know, it's just a really amazingly fun, happy, creative place to work. What I also love and get excited by is the way that we're able to make an idea spring from a concept into reality, and it's making those ideas come to life, and it's really challenging organisations to go beyond what they know, to rethink traditional learning models and go beyond the tried and tested. That is such at the heart of what we do, and is something that really excites me and I love.
One of my favourite quotes is that story brings to life what might otherwise be perceived as dry and uninteresting facts. What I love about that quote is that all of the industries that we work across, which is vast, what we're able to say is what's slightly dry: compliance, safety, health and environment. What are the subjects that really need to be brought across and people really need to take on board? Bullying, harassment, diversity. What are those things, those core subject areas that people really need to absorb and put into practice? Introduction to financial statements, for example. What we actually do is create learning experiences across multiple platforms, be that face-to-face, film, social media, gaming. And what we do is we leverage story to bring each of those experiences to life.
I think the planning side of it was remarkable. I didn't realise how much work went into thinking through what people say, how they look. It's very different to doing something on an ad hoc, in-house amateur basis, and having seen the result, I think it's marvellous.
Be Learning is always about the people. It's absolutely about the quality of the talent and the way that the trainers bring such passion and fearlessness to the role that they have. So yeah, I think that's absolutely the best part. There's also a sense of joy as well with working with Be. There's always a sense of a bubbly joy to shake you out of sometimes the corporate sort of seriousness, which is great.
Business, education and creativity coupled together make Be Learning unique in the marketplace. And we're passionate about bringing the power of story to digital platforms.
Social media is easy, it's sticky, it's addictive, and it's seductive. And so people are going to embrace it. And as learning and development people, we have got to recognize that. Basically, any tool that brings a bit of gamification to learning, whether it's through quizzes, it's through polls, it's through commenting, sharing, shareable content, is going to work. Learning doesn't have to stop after the participants walk out of the training room. Social media tools enable us to give the learning to the participants, for them to take it into their work environments, to take it to their workplace and use it every day, to carry on the conversations much after the learning and the training program's over.
Be Learning's passionate about learning and about seeing what is in the market. We're progressive, we're innovative, we're embracing new technologies so that we can integrate face-to-face learning with film, online, social media and mobile applications. We're more than just a creative consultancy. Quality and driving business results is at the core of everything we do.
One of the recent examples was a gentleman who had such good intention. He really wanted to work on his coaching. That was part of his leadership capabilities. And he knew that he wasn't good on questioning. He wasn't good on finding out from the other person. And what happened was he was almost a model student. He really made the distinction between closed questions and open questions, and also about the driver behind questions. But what happened was he asked one question after another. It was almost kind of like a script because he'd kind of prepared his coaching conversation. And so when we were in the Rehearse for Reality, I actually didn't get a chance to answer at all. And in fact, he asked a number of closed questions, so I answered them as yes, yes, no, yes, no, yes. And of course, we burst out laughing because he realised what he had done. And we did a bit of coaching, rewound, and he got a chance to answer, or to practice, what is it like to ask a very, very simple, open question, sit back, listen to the answer, and trust that you will know what to ask next. And for him, the revelation and the burden off of his shoulder, because he'd been doing all the work, basically. And I really saw him, it was the light in his eyes. He just went, I get it now. I see I've been doing too much work. I haven't trusted that maybe this person might know what they're talking about. And now I know that I can do that. And these little, mini earthquakes, I call them, sometimes can really have great impact on people's leadership styles or their communication styles.
theatre, which I love. It's probably my favourite methodology that we use. Its purpose is really to provoke thought and stimulate discussion. And what it is a case study that takes the form of a play. So it has characters and we put them in situation and we present back scenarios to a participant group. And it's absolutely got its roots in the beginning of modern civilization. The ancient Greeks and Romans would do a very similar thing where they would take a really complex issue that they were grappling with, a social issue, a political issue, and they would have actors come and present back these scenarios, and the whole community came along and there was this forum for them to really debate and challenge and grapple with things. And why are you doing that? No, you should do this. And through that debate and discussion to begin to work collectively towards some kind of solution or creating some kind of best practice. You know, given what we're seeing here, what can we do differently? And really those principles still hold true in the way that we use forum theatre with our clients. So really it is about creating an opportunity for all of the different points of view to be heard and recognised. And ultimately we can start to explore different ways of doing things. The audience will have the opportunity in a workshop to question a character and say, well, why did you speak to that person in that way? What was going on for you in that moment? So they're starting to appreciate where someone's coming from through their questioning. So you're building skills around empathy. And then, well, how about if you try it this way? What would happen? Through coaching the character, they start to explore other ways of doing things. And that's what I love about it. It's not about this is the way you must do it. We don't come in and present like the bad version and then the squeaky clean, cheesy version of how everything should be. It's about allowing a participant group to explore and co-create what that would look like. So we never really know what the final version might look like. We've got an idea, sure, about what we think would be good, but it's really about their experiencing of it.